I'm recording this video for the 2022 WFCA Online Forensics State Tournament. Da-dum. Da-dum. Da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Come, dearie, swim in the ocean with your mama!
But what if I get eaten by sharks?
Eaten by sharks? You've been watching far too many action movies.
Okay. Here I come.
Da-dum. Terrifying, isn't it? Lulled into a false sense of security by your vaguely British parent, forced to jump into the open mouth of a carnivorous sea hellion. Has this common situation ever happened to you, sweet Bonnie?
Golly, I can't say that it has.
It will. No, it will. Because there are three certainties in this life: death, taxes, and specifically, death by sharks. According to the Australian Institute of Marine Science, approximately 10 people die from shark attacks every year. It is in fact 15 times more likely to die from falling coconuts than it is to die from sharks. However, I know way more people with shark phobias than coconut phobias. The fact is, humans kill approximately 100 million sharks every year. And it makes us wonder, are we really afraid of the threat? Or rather, the idea of the threat Hollywood has turned it into. Well, here are 3 more reasons to be terrified of sharks. Everyone Gets Eaten by Sharks by Marshall Pailet. Hi, I'm Adventure Dan, famed explorer of the 4 major oceans, proud owner of a part-time timeshare in Mexico, and expert in death by shark.
Sounds perfect!
Perfect is how I describe my new timeshare in Mexico. Speaking of Bonnie, do you have any interest in a terrific real estate opportunity?
Not really.
Well, folks, my first piece of advice for you is this: don't surf the forbidden wave. Dun 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 dun. Oh look, he's surfing the forbidden wave. He's getting eaten by sharks. Candace, you see what happens to those who surf the forbidden wave?
Never. I will thrive where he failed.
The natives say it's insurmountable.
You think I care what the natives say? I must surf to bring honor to our village.
You mean Malibu?
Oh look, she's surfing the forbidden wave. She's actually doing it.
She's standing on her board. She's doing what has never been done before. She's getting eaten by sharks. Dun 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 dun.
Golly, Adventure Dan. Those poor surfers kept getting eaten by sharks.
It's true. And here's a scary statistic for you. 80%, 100% people get eaten by sharks, 70% of the 100% of the time. That's some sketchy science, Adventure Dan. You think that's sketch? How about engineering genetically modified super sharks?
What about it?
It's exactly what you shouldn't do if you don't want to be eaten by genetically modified super sharks. Dun 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 dun. Esteemed colleagues, today we have successfully engineered genetically modified super sharks. As I stand upon the rim of the shark tank, I cannot help but wonder about the wonderful real-life opportunities that lie with the sea beasts that swim below. Hello. For example, they could Hans, retrieve golf balls from courses with water obstacles, mein Doctor? Exactly. But with their increased intelligence must come our increased precaution. The last thing we would want is for one of us to slip into their clutches. But we must not keep them distracted. No. They must stay true and noble to their true purpose. The purpose for which we designed them for. Which of course is to... Hans, perform dental surgery and other genetically modified sharks, my doctor! Exactly. But in the meantime, these sharks will take any opportunity to kill us. So in the interest of safety, kindly clear the workspace of any black ice. Oh my God, how did black ice get in here? Hans, my doctor!
Jeepers, Adventure Dan. Those intelligent scientists weren't very intelligent.
You know what does sound intelligent? 2 weeks a year on the beautiful coast of Mexico. How's your investment portfolio looking these days, sweet Bonnie?
I'm 9.
Another surefire way to get prematurely eaten by sharks is to go sea kayaking with meat paddles. Dun 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 dun. Say, Tom. Yes, Marjorie. Are we sea kayaking with meat paddles? Well, Marjorie, we are more certainly sea kayaking. Say, Tom. Yes, Marjorie. Are we dragging behind us the carcass of a dead sea lion? Are we? Well, you see, Tom, I look behind us and I see the carcass of a dead sea lion and a long, thick cable connecting it to your sea kayak. Peculiar. Say, Tom, what? Marjorie, what is it? Are we entering the fabled Shark Cove? Home of more sharks than anywhere else in North America? Enough, Marjorie! Yes! I am baiting sharks! But I did it all for you. If I were to kill a shark with my bare hands and present you the fin as a trophy, you'd fancy me your hero. Well, if I can be honest, Tom, I heard that sharks can be much more clever than you give them credit for. I hear that sometimes sharks can even disguise themselves as humans and take their prey out to the fabled Shark Cove where no one can hear them scream. Marjorie.
Well, that scenario seemed entirely preventable.
It is, sweet Bonnie, if you heed my expert advice.
Really? Because not sea kayaking with meat paddles seems pretty obvious to me.
And you should never ever enter an operating room on a shark surgeon who just skipped breakfast.
What?
Protecting the innocent, that is what? Here's a list of all of the people I have saved. Add your name to the list.
This says Mexican investment papers.
Well, there you have it, sweet Bonnie. 3 incredible stories on how not to get eaten by sharks. Thank me with a hug.
Never! Your advice has been nothing but misinformed slander, accusing a quickly becoming endangered species of made-up criminal activity. I don't know what you have against sharks, but something tells me it has to do with that stupid timeshare that you suddenly can't afford.
Sweet Bonnie, you couldn't be further from the truth. I can afford that timeshare. Ever since I borrowed money from loan sharks. Dun-dun. You sold your bad timeshare, Adventure Dan. Swing and a miss, fellas. Then we gotta take out your knees, Adventure Dan.
Finally, I'm gonna watch something educational.
That's my Bonnie. Well, folks, I hope you learned a thing or two today. Remember, life is short. So before you get eaten by sharks, go out there and live it.
And never ever, under any circumstance, borrow money on a Sharky timeshare.
From the Adventure Hour, this is Adventure Dan
And Sweet Bonnie.
saying good night and stay safe out there.